Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. Welcome to an unboxing of the Bright Tarot. So I'm really excited about this deck. It looks really great, and I bought the journal and the workbook to go with it. So let's take a look. Let's see what's going on with this deck. This deck is by Saskie Leash, also a psychic. So that part I liked also. So let's see. So the first thing I want to share with you is the guidebook. I did have to purchase it separately, I believe. It's the Bright Future Tarot workbook and journal, and it is a nice glossy book. It's about 250 pages. And I do love my guidebooks. I have to tell you, I really do use my guidebook. So in this particular case, it looks like each of the cards have about a page and a half. Yeah, 2 pages. It has a black and white. If you can see that, let me get a little bit closer maybe. So it has a little black and white image on each page for the major arcana cards. Okay. And then the minors, let's take a look. Okay, so each card has its own about page and a half. I do love to see the artist's interpretations. I always pick up keywords. I learn something new every time I read a guidebook. So for those of you that know me and follow me, these are my bedtime nighttime readings. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I like to do. I like to learn my cards. I like to study the guidebooks, and I like to see the artist's interpretations so that I really know my decks. Okay, so I did buy the guidebook separately, and so we'll put that aside. Okay, so that is, let's just put this over here, get this out of the way. All right, and then here is the box. The box is just a little tuck box, so it's nothing, it's pretty. It's a pretty little color. It's blue and purple and, really pretty colors. Has the name of the deck on the back. I do like that. And then it has some information about the deck. I did open it from the bottom. I do have a tendency to open up my decks from the bottom so that I don't ruin my tuck boxes. And it is signed by the artist. Okay, so that is nice. So I will keep the tuck box. I keep all of my boxes. All right, so let's see. But it is a little tuck box, so I'll have to be careful with this particular deck. All right, so we'll just put this back together. Yeah, tuck boxes are kind of tough, so we'll just put that up here just for some background. All right, so the cards are pretty thick. I can feel it in my hands. I can feel the weight. Let's take a look at the back. The backing is this kind of geometric pattern with this gradation scale of going from like a tealy blue into purples, values of purples. And it's very pretty, very elegant. Okay. The cardstock's very nice. It's smooth. It's I believe it feels like almost rose petal, but not quite. But very pretty, very soft, and not as stiff as I probably would like. So that I'll have to be careful with the shuffling, but still feels pretty nice. It has a nice feel to it. So, but I wish the edges were edged. I wish I was braver. Maybe I'll edge them down the road. Maybe I'll modify it myself, but I haven't tackled that phase of my decks yet. I'm afraid to ruin my decks. I'm so envious of all these people who edge all their decks, modify all their decks. All right, so here's the Fool. That's very pretty. And they do have a keyword. I like the text across the bottom. I have to tell you, I do like the it's kind of like its own little border, it's kind of like a little bookmark feeling, at the end of the card. So I do like that. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it or not, but I think the scale is good, and I think I like the keyword. I'm going to see if I like all the other keywords. Sometimes the keywords throw you off as a reader, and especially if they're like, there's multiple ways to read a card depending on the cards that are around them. So, you don't want to be influenced. You want to be able to use your own intuition as a reader. So, but let's see what the keywords are like. Okay. I have the Magician, potential and new beginnings. That's very pretty. I have, this is the High Priestess. They're calling it the Oracle in this deck, intuition and unknown. I have the Empress. I have the Emperor, leadership and structure. I do like the rounded edges of the deck. I will tell you, I just noticed that. I think that's kind of pretty too. It's just a little bit, little tiny detail, but it's all in the details, right? Here's the Hierophant, divine wisdom. Absolutely. This would be a great deck for a beginner because the numbers, the keywords, they're very easy to read intuitively. So this would be a great deck for a beginner. Okay, here's the Lovers, decisions. And that is what the Lovers card is. It is a choice. Okay, here is the Chariot, success and action. I like the little wings on her skates. I just noticed that. Here is Justice, karma and the legal system. Here's the Hermit, seclusion and a slow process. I do love that path, the do not disturb. Okay, that's kind of fun, like a do not disturb sign. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Know your own destiny. Nice. Okay. Strength, courage and desire. And she has this kind of cheetah profile. There's the Hanged Man, patience and inaction. Suspended in space. Okay, here's death, endings and transformations. Here's my Temperance, maintaining balance. She's having a little margarita for herself there. All right, here's the Devil. Do not press. I like just the silhouette of the devil's ears there. It's kind of cool. All right, here's the Tower, breakdown and shock. Here's the Star, hope and good fortune. Look at the spaceship coming in. I like that. Here's the Moon. It's pretty. Illusion and fear. Oh, they're in a theater. It's a stage. It's an illusion. That's great. That has, that has multiple meanings. Like, being on a stage is just the illusion of reality, right? Okay, that I like. All right, here's the Sun, harmony and bliss. Day at the beach. Judgment, the breakthrough and insight. It's the World, universe. Opportunity, travel. All right, here's the Swords. All right, they're in reverse. So we're gonna go king to ace. We're gonna go backwards. Usually we go the other way, but that's okay. King to ace. Here's my king. Here's my King of Swords. Intellectual. My Queen of Swords. Independent. Yeah, this would be a great deck for a beginner, if you just really wanted to, get an understanding of, the basic meanings of the cards also. So here's my Knight of Swords. Here's my Page of Swords, changeable. It's my Ace of Swords. My Two of Swords. My Three of Swords. My Four of Swords. That I like. That's different. Normally you see the Four of Swords with somebody resting in a prone position, and that's kind of nice because you can have solitude, sitting reading a book and get the same kind of rejuvenation. Here's my Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. I do like the jellyfish. My Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. My Nine. It's my 10. It's pretty dramatic. All right, here's my King of Cups. How sweet is that? That's nice. It's nice. A little more, more of a modern deck. Here's my Queen of Cups, bringing in, every day, these images are things that we live with today, right? Knight of Cups, my soulmate. Page of Cups, loyal and sensitive. All right, here's my Ace, unconditional love. Unconditional love, that's nice. All right, here's my Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. I got to tell you, I like this only because of the interpretation. The cups are, are turned over, and they're not full, and they're just kind of waiting to be filled, right? Like turn over your cup. I mean, it's a simple card to me, but knowing the meaning, so many meanings behind these cards, it's just a different way of me looking at something sometimes, which is why I have the cards. The cards are a tool. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups, fantasy. Eight of Cups, walking away. Moving on, literally, right? And read this card intuitively. All right, here's my Nine of Cups, belonging. That's nice. My 10, I'm happy. Here's my King of Pentacles. My Queen of Pentacles. Here's my Knight, wisdom and planning. It's pretty. Here's my Page of Pentacles, and student. Here's my Ace, wisdom and wealth. I love the little family. That's sweet. Indecision, Two of Pentacles. Look at that. I couldn't find my way out of that if somebody paid me. I would be stuck in there forever. All right, here's my Three of Pentacles. just all the tools. And I do like that. 4 Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. That's pretty. That I like because of the change of the dandelions. The change of the dandelions. They all have the same root, but on the outside, some are still alive and some are, dying, and their seeds are moving on to plant again. So that I like. 6 of Pentacles. There's my 7 of Pentacles. My 8. I do like the cardstock. It's very soft. It's very, they're very soothing cards to me. They're simple, but they're actually very soothing. I can see myself, doing a beautiful reading with these. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe they're just, they're so, they're today's life. It's taking the, century-old tarot system and bringing in a modern, modern images for the most part. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. Beautiful. That's actually beautiful. That's actually a beautiful card. The inner child. What are your desires? What's your inner child want? That's got to go in my favorite pile. Sometimes I end up with a bigger favorite pile than I should, but I do like that. That, when they strike me as like kind of, all right, when they make me think, and they're pushing me psychically, then 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Creativity. There's my 4 of Wands. That's pretty too. Creating a foundation. It's my 5 of Wands. Discord. Victory. Competition. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Momentum behind me. My 9 is resisting. And the 10 of Wands. Burdened. That's actually a very pretty 10 of Wands. Let's look at my favorites again. Let's turn these over so you can see the backings again. The backings are very pretty. All right, so the backings are very pretty. Let's do that. So I liked the Page of Wands. Being inspired. Maybe you were inspired. Some people, start out with things that they started in their childhood and take it with them through their whole lifetime, their creativity, or I always wanted to be, something, and that's, they take that dream with them. 5 of Pentacles. Here's my change and disruption, but the Pentacles are all rooted. I love that. And then the dandelions are in different stages, all the changes that we go through. But we're still a dandelion with the same roots, that I liked. My 4 of Cups, rejection and self-pity, just the simplicity of, my cup hasn't been turned over and filled with a cup of coffee. I'm like wanting to turn those over so badly. Like, I just want to turn those cups over. There's something about those cups being in that position. They're bothering me. All right, here's my 4 of Swords. And I loved this sanctuary feeling, that we all heal, in different ways. And for me, healing is water and reading a book. So I definitely connect to this. This is what I need when I need a break. I need to look at the water. I live on a lake. I grew up on a lake. And, I that's like me. That's my solitude. So I connected with that. The moon, illusion and fear. It took me a moment to understand this card. I mean, I get the moon, I get the path. That all made sense. And then when I saw the curtain, the jabots, they're called jabots with trim, the swags of jabots, right? When I saw the jabots out of the corner of my eyes, I was like, what is that? And then up here it says the Theater de Luna. So it's the framing of a theater stage. And then it kind of dawned on me, like the illusion of, the appearances that we put up. So that card is really, really well done. Really well done. Totally different perspective than I normally see that card. So these are very nice. These are very, very nice. This is the Bright Tarot, the Bright Future Tarot, Bright Future Tarot by Saskie Lee Psychic. So I'm looking forward to taking a look at the big guidebook. I'll look and see what her interpretation is, see what inspired her psychically. I know that she probably was divinely, received divine messages creating this deck. So there's probably some insight there as to, how these messages came into her and why she selected some of the images that she did in her drawings. So beautiful. I think I'm really looking forward to using them. So I hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. I did post in the description below some other unboxings from my collection. So if you do like to look at decks, take a look at some of the other unboxings that I've done recently. So in the meantime, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this deck as much as I did. And I'm looking forward to adding it to my collection today. Bye-bye.